How you doing? Some of you obviously knew who our guest is tonight. I have asked Bob Pope to come up and actually make the official introduction, since he has crossed back over from the dark side. Y'all didn't come here to listen to me. I want to thank you. This gentleman, since the primary, I've checked this man out. This man is Willis. Y'all listen to him. He'll answer your questions. I had him on radio. He doesn't miss a question. He'll answer it, and I believe y'all like everything he says. And I made one mistake this year. I went over to that dark side. I'm back now. We don't need, like Mayor Haslam says, that's past, it's gone. My friend Bill Haslam.
What we call it where I come from is grace. Hey, thank you all so much for being here. I'm very grateful. Let me start by introducing Chrissy. Hopefully everybody's gotten to meet her somewhere. If you'll stand up real quick. So here's the deal. Chrissy and I started off on this adventure 655 days ago. That's how long we've been campaigning. And election day is 15 days away. Okay, so it's really good for us to be back. I think I was with this group back a little bit more than about a year and a half ago, so it's really good to be back here and have a chance to talk tonight. But like I said, Chrissy and I started 655 days ago. I know that number for a reason. When the very first day of the campaign, we announced it, made an announcement in Knoxville, and we drove up to the Tri-Cities, and then down to Chattanooga, and then over to Nashville, having events all along the way, and speaking, and being interviewed, and all that stuff, and came here, and then we went up to Hendersonville for a deal, and then finally came back to Nashville and crawled into bed at midnight Central Time. And we had left home at 6 a.m. Eastern, so it was 19 hours, and we're crawling into bed at the end of that first day, and Chrissy says, well, one day down, 669 to go. And then I told, well, the media's gone, so I can tell the only fib I've told the whole campaign. I said, well, honey, they won't all be like this. And so more often than not, she's, when we've gotten in bed at night, she said, well, there was another one that was just like that. So, but anyway, it's great to be here. Chrissy and I have, like I said, running for governor, and Carrie and some other folks in here, Josh, have running for office is an experience unlike anything else, because it really forces you to go out and do 3 or 4 things. You have to meet a lot of people, but you also have to learn. In the process, you get a chance to listen to people who are all different, coming from all different places. Just today, this is our 9th event. We started off talking to a bunch of scientists and physicists at Oak Ridge National Lab in Oak Ridge. In the meantime, we spoke to a women's economic group. I've spoken to a group of hotel and motel owners. I just left a group of downtown professionals. You talk to a lot of different people, and that's what's great about democracy. You hear different ideas, and by the way, a lot of them you don't agree with. But in the process, it forces you to say, here's what I really, really believe. Here's what I believe about government. And like I said, over the last 2 years, you learn about so many different issues you hadn't had a chance to before, and it gives you a chance to flesh that out, and then if you have a chance to serve, you're way better prepared. So let me just kind of tell you, we're going to open up for questions in just a minute.